It's that time, guys. Time to decide our next big step.
Indeed, but with so many schools and so many choices, it's a tad overwhelming.
It's not just about the traditional SHS anymore, right? We've got STEM schools and those TVET institutions to think about.
Spot on. Then there's the second placement system as a safety net.
Every school has a charm. It is not about the popular ones.
Yeah.
So let's choose wisely.
Good morning, class.
Good morning, Miss Aruna.
How are you all?
We are fine, thank you.
Please sit. Today, we are going to delve into your SHS and TVET school selection process. This will help guide your future. This program is brought to you by the Ministry of Education in collaboration with Ghana Education Service and TVET Service.
Yes, Peku.
I've heard a bit about these categories A, B, C, and D. Could you break it down for us?
Certainly, Kweku. The public second cycle institutions have been categorized into 4 groups, namely Category A, B, C, and D. These categories represent subscription rates, not school quality. Category A represents overly subscribed schools. Category B represents averagely subscribed schools. Category C represents undersubscribed schools, while Category D represents all catchment area day schools. With regards to the number of schools under the various categories, Category A has 86 schools. Category B has 259 schools. Category C has 573 schools. In total, there are 918 public second cycle institutions across the country. Now let's talk about Category D, which is the catchment area day schools. These are senior high schools, senior high technical schools, or technical and vocational education training institutes located within a 10-mile radius or 16 kilometers away from a junior high attended. It must be purely a day school and could also be located within different districts or regions.
Yes, Kukwa.
What about the different categories of candidates for placement?
Good question, Kukwa. We have BEC candidates, private BEC candidates, foreign candidates, and re-entry candidates. Yes, Mr. Say.
And how do they work out which school a student gets placed into?
The CSSPS takes into consideration 6 subjects, 4 core subjects, plus 2 best electives. They use both aggregate and raw score. If there is a tie, they've got a priority system for the core subjects. For example, if Kukua scores 1 in English language, 2 in mathematics, 1 in integrated science, 1 in social studies, 1 in ICT, 2 in French, 1 in BDT, 2 in Ghanaian language, and 1 in RME, Kukua's aggregate will be 7. That is 4 core plus 2 best elective. If Kweku got 1 in English, 1 in mathematics, 1 in integrated science, 1 in social studies, 1 in ICT, 1 in French, 2 in BDT, 1 in Ghanaian language, and 3 in RME, Kweku's total aggregate will be 6. Now that we are done with the grading system, let's talk about the selections criteria and mode of selection of schools. Candidates who wish to enter senior high schools, senior high technical schools, or Technical and vocational education and training institutes must, with guidance from parents or guardians and school authorities, select 6 schools and rank them in order of preference, with the first being the most preferred choice. B. Select programs and residential status for each choice of school. C. Select a compulsory day school as a 6th choice within 16 kilometers of the JHS attended, or choose a boarding school from the list of schools in Appendix 3. D. Also, candidates must select 5 schools from Appendix 4 for a consideration of second placement if you miss out on all your initial 6 choices. That is, you may select 1 category A, 2 category B, and at least 2 in category C. Please note that candidates cannot choose more than 1 school from category A, cannot select more than 2 schools from category B, may select 5 schools from category C and 1 from category D, or boarding school from Appendix 3, special boarding. Candidates who wish to offer purely TVET programs must select all 6 TVET institutions from category A, B, and C as day or boarding. Lastly, candidates who wish to offer program choice in relation to future job prospects such as engineers, physicians, astronauts, etc., must select STEM or science in all their choices from category A, B, and C as day or boarding. Mode of selection of schools. BECE candidates are supposed to select 6 schools of their choice for placement. Mode of selection of schools differ in terms of categories of candidates. School candidates select their schools and forward them to their district education offices through their junior high school heads. Private candidates must select their school choices online via www.waecinternetsolutions.org. Dates for selection will be announced when the portal is ready. Foreign students must purchase foreign student application forms online, fill and submit to the CSSPS/FreeSHS/TVET Secretariat. There is 30% public equity. 30% of the total vacancies declared by each of the category A schools are reserved for candidates from the public basic schools. This implies that 30% of the total vacancy declared by all category A schools is set aside for public junior high school candidates who have selected that particular category A school. Who then qualifies for the 30% equity? It is strictly reserved for candidates of public junior high schools. It is automatic and not optional. Public junior high school candidates who choose Category A schools compete for the 30% public equity placements. Yes.
So can we choose school from any region?
Absolutely. Our nation is vast, and this process permits students to experience the diversity of our educational institutions. Yes, Kukwa.
And for the TVET enthusiasts amongst us.
Good question, Kukwa. For candidates who wish to offer purely TVET programs, must select all 6 TVET institutions from Category A, B, and C as day or boarding.
It is crucial for students to have backup options, isn't it?
Indeed, Mr. Osei. The second placement system ensures that if candidates are not placed in any of their initial 6 choices, they may be placed in any of the additional schools selected from Appendix 4.
This is a lot to digest, but it's really helping clear things up.
That's the aim, Kweku. Remember, every school offers a unique experience. It's about finding where you best fit.
With this information, we are better prepared to make our choices our future better.
Indeed, Kukwa. Dream big and choose wisely.
I am quite keen on the science opportunities. Which schools would you suggest?
Well, the Ministry of Education, GES, TVET, would like to inspire you, our junior high school students, to embrace the wonders of science, technology, and engineering, and consider pursuing it at higher school and beyond. The study of science opens up a whole new world of opportunities. You can be a pilot, astronaut, a teacher, a financial analyst, a science journalist, a doctor, a stockbroker, a network programmer, software developer, a food service manager, a nutrition counselor, a water quality inspector, park nutritionist, a marine geologist, and many more. Each school has its strength, but if you are particularly interested in STEM, then there is a list right here in the guide. But remember, passion and commitment are key.
It's a process, but I think it's well organized. It's about getting the best fits for our children.
Absolutely. Each school has its own excellence to offer. Every choice provides a stepping stone to success.
Note that candidates who are not placed after the auto placement, that is, unplaced candidates, can use the self-placement module to place themselves through the CSSPS website, www.cssps.gov.gh. Candidates must enter their index numbers and voucher details to check their placements. If candidates are not placed, they can choose from available schools and place themselves.
Good evening, Mom and Dad. Yeah, Dad and Mom, as both of you are here, can you help us choose our schools?
That's right. Bring out the guide and the form and let's start. Which schools do you have in mind?
St. Augustine's College, Agri Memorial, St. Martin's, Forces Senior High, St. John's Grammar, and Kanishi Senior High Technical.
What of you?
Abri Girls Senior High, St. John's Grammar, Labone Senior High, Accra Wesley Girls High, Accra Senior High, and Ugwa Senior High.
What of the second option choice, the 5 schools?
Sewa Kesi Girls Senior High, Chimu Senior High, Akwamuma Senior High, Akroso Senior High, Suedro School of Business.
Great. What about you?
Me, Ahafuman Senior High Technical, Yoabin Senior High, Presby Senior High Osu, Agugo State College, and Ebenezer Senior High School.
That's great. That's good. What program do you intend to study?
General Arts.
Yes. All the schools?
Yes.
What of you?
General Science.
Good morning, madam.
Good morning, Mr. Say. How are you?
We are fine.
And how may I help you this morning?
We are here this morning to present the completed form for the school selection for my children.
Please let me have it. Mr. Osei, your selection is complete. Let me endorse and make photocopies for you.